We are back. We got a special edition for you. He is the guitarist, main songwriter, producer, the band leader. He's kept it all together going on 40 years now. Please welcome from the mighty LILLIAN Axe. It is Steve Blaze.
Hey,
Hey, Steve.
buddy.
Man,
Hey.
I mean, you're like a cat with more than 9 lives over here. 9 record deals.
Yeah,
Shit. You can't kill this cat, you know?
no, I
From
hope it
womb to
stops at
tomb.
9.
Yeah, Global Rock Records. Tell us about how these guys approached you and not only put out what you feel is, one of your strongest, if not the best record ever, From Womb to Tomb, but said, "Hey, we'll put out the catalog. Let's keep growing a business here."
Well, Wayne Stokely, our drummer, was I guess you would say Facebook friends or computer friends with a gentleman named Giles Lavery, who was kind of an A&R guy for Store for Music over in the UK, which is a big reissue label over there. And Giles is a singer, vocalist, and a good one in his own right. But he was an A&R man over there and managers of different bands. Like right now, he's managing Alcatraz, Girl School, and maybe Riot Act. Several of the bands, but he was managing Graham Bonnet for a while. But he's not only a player, but he was an A&R guy for this label, and he was a fan of the band. So he would talk to Wayne, and when Wayne got the drumming gig with us, he said, "Oh man, I've got this label situation here," and he wanted to sign us to the label. They were getting ready to start a new division of Store for Music called Global Rock, and it was going to be, since they were already doing so many reissues, and that's what the label was about. They wanted to sign bands for new product, and he wanted to see if LILLIAN would be interested in being the first band to get signed to the labels. We said, well, let's talk. And we did. And I was very happy with their enthusiasm because they wanted to reissue the catalog and they wanted to do more than just put a record out there, throw it up and see what happens. So they're all in. And Giles, not only is he the A&R guy for the label, but now he's also our manager. So we're very happy, very pleased. Everything so far has been very well done. And they believe in the band. That's the important thing. I mean, anybody can buy a piece of product and let me see if I can resell it, but when they care and they're enthusiastic about the future, that's important to me. So that's what's happening right now, man. We're in a good situation. We're actually talking about when am I going to have the band ready to start cutting the next album. So
Yeah, well,
that's
like you
great.
said, you can't buy that enthusiasm. You could fake it for a minute, but you can tell if somebody really has a shared vision. They think there's green pastures ahead, some blue sky, and they're willing to roll up their sleeves and do some heavy lifting, because as the
Yeah.
band does the heavy lifting, writing and playing and going out and performing the songs, you need that same kind of enthusiasm behind the scenes, distribution, marketing, promotion, publicity, all of that. And it's rare to find. Like you say, you've been through a few labels that talk the good talk for a minute, but then all of a sudden look like they were shutting up shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, tell us now, when you go out and do shows now, how do you draw from the past catalog and keep the focus on what's new? How do you choose those songs? How's the set look these days?
So we have this dartboard and we just put all the songs in and throw darts at it. Whatever we hit, we play. Pretty much. Just kidding.
You take requests from the audience, right?
We probably could. No, look, we're very well in tune into what people want to hear. The problem is it's really so far spread across the board that it's really hard to. And when you have 10 studio records, try to take 100 plus songs and narrow it down to 15. I mean, we just revamped our set list for this last show we did this past weekend, and it was 20 songs, and we had another 10 that were killing us to not be able to play. So you're looking at a 2-hour set, 2-hour show. So what I try to do is there are certain songs that are going to be staples that we've got to play every time, or else they won't let us out of the parking lot after the show. And then I want to make sure that we are playing enough of the new stuff as well. So we go through each record and painstakingly pick the right ones that we have to do. And we take a few that are, you know, those deep cuts, so to speak, the ones that you always hear people playing and talking about, but maybe weren't a single or whatever. I mean, we didn't play Dream of a Lifetime and Nobody Knows from our first album on this last thing. And those are two of our probably biggest songs, because we had to play so many other songs that are highly requested. And we do 4 songs off the new album. So we do promote the new album a lot, because that's the reason why we did a new album. We want to play these songs, and they go over great. It's not like, you know, we play the other ones and people go crazy, and then we play these and it's so. They are just as enthusiastic about the new stuff as the old stuff. So we just go for our gut instinct. But it is not an easy thing to do, to try to pick, just 16 to 20 songs. It's always a different, but we do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're hoping that there's, new fans at every show. So yeah, you're playing some of the favorites for the faithful, but
Right.
You want to let them know, hey, we're still a vibrant band. We got new music, we got a new CD out, and at the same time, you want to let those young fans know, like, we got a history. We're pulling from 8-9 albums here, and we want to let you know, yeah, you can go back and our current label is reissuing those, but we're super excited about the new. It's not one of those situations where you announce, oh, we're going to play a new song and everybody takes a bathroom break. No, they know you are super passionate about this stuff. Now, with Giles and the label being based in Europe, what's the plans to? And I know travel's harder these days, but what's the hope to kind of take this over to England or Germany or the European territories?
Well, the album came out in August, and the first week it was out, we toured the UK. We did 8 shows over there. It's the first time that we've ever 7 shows. I'm sorry, 8 days, 7 shows in 8 days in the UK. First time we've been there in 10 years, and so we got to go back over there, and we did some really good shows, and that was fantastic. That was a blast. We had a really, really good time doing that. And so the plan right now is we just have a new agent as well. So the new agent is working on a US run for us. And we're talking about a package deal with a couple of other bands. And she's just started working with us. So she's starting to book shows right now. So our plan right now is to hopefully very soon get out there and tour as much as we can, work in ways for us to start working on the new record too as well, and then another 2 or 3 more videos for the new album also.
Yeah, well, that's important these days, is to have a package, make it worth the fans to come out. Maybe there's a couple bands they love and one they had never seen before, or vice versa, whatever it is. Kind of harder to get people to come out, these days. So you're seeing more and more of those packages.
I love festivals. I love the package tour. If you get that package tour working and you got the bands all in sync and you're able to have, that working mechanism finely tuned, so you're able to, get it down to a science, it's a blast. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, it is definitely the time and the age of that type of thing. And we want to encourage everybody to go out and check out LILLIAN Axe's full catalog, the new record. Keep tuned for any new announcements as far as shows in your area. It is LILLIANAxe.com for all the updates. And Steve, it's been a real pleasure, man. Thanks. We look forward to our next chat.
Oh, my pleasure. If I can push one thing real quick, we just released our second video for a song called Feelings of Absence. The new album is called From Womb to Tomb. And there's an intro at the beginning of this new video, Feelings of Absence, from Adam Curry, the VJ from MTV, who introduced our very first video on Headbangers Ball when our first album came out. So all these years later on this new album, he intros the new song and the new video. So it's very, very cool.